Trey Donaldson in Miami just knocked off North Carolina. They'll take on North Carolina State next week. The Heels, who are in the finishing stages on ESPN, will take on the Wolfpack themselves. Coming up next, Quadir Copeland, North Carolina State will take on Miami. That'll be for those of you watching on ESPN2. NC State has North Carolina in a huge one next week.
Zubin, thanks very much. Welcome to Raleigh and Lenovo Center. You're watching the Atlantic Coast Conference on ESPN, and what is a very big Saturday in the ACC. We get the only regular season meeting of NC State at 9-3 in the league and 18-7 overall, and visiting Miami, 8-3 now in the ACC, 19-5 overall, and a pair of first-year head coaches getting together here in Will Wade and Jay Lucas. But let's roll it back to Tuesday night at the Watsco Center in Coral Gables. Ernest Uday and Malik Renew both posted double-doubles, and Dennis Scott, the Canes ran off from North Carolina to win by 9.
Yes, the message in the details. Henderson with the big block shot. Get that shot out of here. And Miami is feeling real good as they come in this game tonight.
And we've already got 3 finals in the ACC. Duke a winner today. They separate and hand Clemson a second straight loss. Virginia plays later tonight, of course, in a non-conference game against Ohio State. And you see the Wolfpack and the Canes. They're locked in there at 9-3 and 8-3. And that just doubles the stakes of the ball game in Raleigh. Great to be with Dennis Scott. Wester, I'm delighted to have you with us. And the stakes are not just the 40 minutes today and the NCAA tournament. They're also looking for double bye territory in Charlotte.
You want that double bye to give yourself extra days of rest the legs, but more importantly, which team's mindset where it needs to be tonight? NC State comes off a tough loss against Louisville, and of course everyone's still buzzing Miami's win at home against UNC. Whose mindset first 5 minutes sets the tone?
Well, there's that, and then there is a possibility we're going to show you 2 of the 5 first-team All-ACC players on the floor here tonight in Raleigh. And we're going to start with Malik Renew of Miami. He has been fantastic for Jay Lucas.
Yeah, I love his transparency last game. Being in Indiana, a role player, now in Miami, he's the go-to guy. How does he get started early in this ball game?
And then Quadir Copeland, transferred with Will Wade from McNeese State here to Raleigh, started his career from Philadelphia at Syracuse. You see the 6.9 assist a game? Well, he's 8-1 in the ACC.
And this year he had 16 assists a few weeks ago in a game. So I told the young fella shoot around this morning, I'm open, pass to me, I get you more assists.
Yeah. I'm not sure he'd get an assist though, because I'm not sure it would be made.
Yeah, I'm out of bounds now.
The Wolfpack and the Hurricanes are meeting here. NC State has won 2 of the last 3. Miami's won 4 of the last 6. All that aside, State is here after losing by 41 on Monday night to a Louisville team that went 18 of 30 from 3.
It was raining. Boy, was it raining for Louisville the other night.
Van Allen Lubin, Ernest Uday get us started. Copeland and the Wolfpack. Quadir's got red socks on, and State ready to ride here at home. Great crowd inside Lenovo Center here this afternoon. Miami opens man-to-man. Here's Paul McNeil, a 3-ball away. Williams battled for the rebound. It's scooped up by Lubin, who scored.
That's what Lubin does best all season long. Wes, just rebound and stand around the basket.
Miami starting 5. Again, Dante Allen in the lineup for Jay Lucas. 6th straight time the freshman from South Florida has been on the floor at the beginning of the ball game. Here is Renew against Lubin. Man-to-man by the Wolfpack. Henderson attacking on the bounce. Back for Allen's 3. Off the mark, tap follow good, Renew. And the Wolfpack lineup as Copeland brings it front court. Trey Holloman, the Michigan State transfer, with Copeland, Williams, Van Allen Lubin, and the sharpshooting sophomore Paul McNeil.
I like this matchup right here with Williams and Renew.
Darian Williams a 3. Off the back iron, no good. He's now 3 of his last 14 from behind the arc. Uday on a lob for Renew against Williams. Lubin tried to help. They raked it out of there. Donaldson pull up at the foul line, and the back rim rebound for Lubin. 2-on-2 with Holloman and McNeil. Spot up 3.
I'm not sure Will Wade had to look down the floor on that one. Said, I'm not sure I wanted that look.
And Henderson, I think, lost it. last touch by the Wolfpack. And there is Jay Lucas, 37 years of age, a native of Houston, familiar with the area and the arena. Of course, 3 seasons with John Shire at Duke. Before that, a couple of years with Calipari. And then both these guys have a tie to Shaka Smart in a very unique way.
Well, what I like about both guys, no excuses, figuring out the landscape of college basketball and making it happen.
Henderson, that is a 2. McNeil the rebound for the Pack. Copeland sizes up Renew, uses a screen, missed the 3. Henderson the rebound. 2 minutes in and a pair of buckets for both schools. There's a layup on the drive by Trey Donaldson.
Yeah, Donaldson said, get off me, Holloman. You're not strong enough.
Yeah. Trey Donaldson averaging 16.5 points a game and 5 assists in conference play for Miami.
Let's keep an eye on that matchup. They're barking back and forth.
Yep. Canes in front. Copeland teeing up a 3, and it's good.
I love it, Q. You said, Coach, calm down. I got this. I just knocked it down.
22nd 3 of the year for Copeland. State back in front of point. Renew backing down McNeil. Allen, quick pass. Henderson on the baseline.
Well, I love Renew's patience. Waited for the double team to come. Perfect pass out, extra pass for a dunk.
Shelton Henderson, who was a dozen points and 5 rebounds the other night in the win against Carolina. Copeland against Henderson. Hard drive into traffic, flipped it up, and it rolled off the front rim. We get the game's first foul off the whistle from Matt Potter. And it will be on Shelton Henderson. There is Will Wade, 43-year-old Nashville native. Went to Franklin Road Academy. Then he was a student at Clemson. And I told you about the tie to Shaka Smart, who was an assistant coach on those Oliver Purnell teams at Clemson when Wade was a student. Shaka Smart. And he has got 264 career wins now in season 12 as a head coach.
It's the basketball fraternity. We all look out for one another. All coaches know who works hard and who does their due diligence of getting this opportunity. So Jay and Will are doing a heck of a job with this opportunity.
5 for Copeland. State's got a 1-point lead. Uday well out against Lubin. That's almost no man's land for him, Dennis.
Not man's land.
10 to shoot. Here's Donaldson against Holloman.
Great ball pressure by NC State in his possession.
Renew the screen. Donaldson stepped into it. Holloman the turnover. He's got Renew to beat. Little guy flipped it to Copeland, and Allen knocked it away. It'll stay with the Wolfpack.
Phenomenal effort by Allen getting back on defense.
How about the Holloman trap here?
Move your feet. Williams gets in there. He might got away with something. I didn't hear a tweak. You get out and run and share the basketball. But excellent hustle by Allen for Miami getting back as well.
Copeland on the spot throw in. Tried to get it to Holloman, turned it over to Donaldson, and here is Allen out in front. Dante Allen with the right-hand punch.
Oh, man, he dunked that like he was mad at the rim.
Yes, he did, and Donaldson almost stole it going the other way again.
A good half-court defense by Miami. You throw the ball out ahead, and Allen, ooh, rim, I do not like you.
Thought the dunk contest was in L.A.
Yes, we have a mini one going on now early in this game.
Copeland against Henderson. On the drive, scoop and score.
Oh, that's just nice.
Right,
that's just nice. I thought Henderson did a solid job moving his feet, but Copeland is more creative with the finger roll.
Yep. Quadier's averaged 11.5 in his last 4 for State. 9-8 lead for the Wolfpack. Baseline Henderson and a foul on Copeland. That'll get us to a timeout. We are 4:08 into the ball game. Already 6 lead changes between NC State and Miami. Well, a year ago, they played on the final day of the regular season. Dennis, neither school was going to the tournament. Matthew Cleveland missed the drive. Brandon Johnson, the dunk follow. Miami beat NC State 72-70 at Coral Gables. And we show you all that to show you Paul McNeil.
Yes.
Because that is the only player playing in today's game that played for either team a year ago.
I'm going to add a little insult to injury. And he's the guy that didn't box out on the rebound. His man got the rebound and dunked it back in. Paulie, what are you doing? The details late in the game. Box your man out. Come on, Paulie. I'm going to get on him after the game, too, and remind you. You know that's my guy.
Boy, he'll be very excited to encounter you again.
He'll be like, 3D, you bringing up old stuff again.
You guys have such a nice friendship.
Oh, that's my guy.
And,
Come on.
I know, because he tied your record.
Yes.
Most threes in a game, 11 earlier this year for McNeil. Here is Shelton Henderson at the line, 59%. He's got his 3rd point in the ball game. 9 straight double-figure games for the freshman from Houston.
When we walked in the shoot around this morning, I said, I think the combine's next month, isn't it, for football? Good gracious, the way he's built.
Missed the second. Uday, the offensive rebound. Canes are pretty good at that, by the way.
Yes, they are.
Donaldson a catch and shoot.
Streaky Donaldson.
And the rebound for Holloman. Holloman wants it up the floor now. If Will Wade needs somebody to push it, he will. Here's Copeland. All the way to the baseline. Nice pass, Lubin.
Well, good job by McNeil sprinting to the top. It stretched out the defense. That's why Lubin was wide open.
2-point lead now for NC State. Dante Allen will bring it up the court against Copeland. The freshman Matt Abel and 6'10" Musa Sanye wait at the table for Will Wade. Look at Allen. Threw it away in the corner. Copeland, the turnover of Miami. Got a little bounce in his drive here. Flip out front, Williams. Back for Copeland. Left, nope. Shot fake on Uday. Tried to drive it. Standing 3 again.
Oh.
Too strong. And Will Wade really upset with that shot selection.
Real simple. No, no, no is what Coach said. That's simple. Don't take it.
Renew backs down, feeds Allen.
Good block. Yes, sir. Good job, Lubin, in protecting the paint, protecting the rim.
Holloman against Donaldson. That's developed into something here in the first 5 and change. Copeland all the way through. McNeil thought about it. Henderson right there. Copeland will try another one. Nope. And the rebound for Donaldson. Miami. Now to Allen. Lob and the catch. Here's Renew. Layup good.
That's too easy. I understand Copeland was trying to front him, but there's no backside help.
Miami in zone. Dennis?
Match up 2-3 zone.
Jay Lucas threw 3 different packages defensively at Carolina on Tuesday night. Copeland with 7 to shoot. Another scoop and score.
A lot better right there, and that's selling for the 3-point shot, getting to the basket.
9 for Copeland. Here's Renew. Williams knocked it away. Last touch, though, by the Pack. And here comes Musa Sanye and Matt Abel for the Wolfpack. And for the first time, we get to see Salih Altunta, 6'10", and a freshman from Istanbul in Turkey, who wears number 11 for the Hurricanes. There's Salih, averaging about 6 minutes a ball game in league play for Miami. And Altuntas flags down the inbounds pass from Henderson. McNeil pressing Allen defensively. 5 for Donaldson to shoot. 17 feet. Good. Trey Donaldson with a pair of field goals now.
Well, I like the way he used his dribble to create space. That was a rhythm dribble to rise up and knock it down with confidence.
Boy, it's a high-level game. Possession to possession.
Yes,
so
the
far.
intensity. They're locked in.
Abel, quick shot from the rookie, good.
That's a touch shot right there. You just check it to the ball game, and the first time you touch it, you catch it in the middle of the zone. You have to take that shot. That's a tough shot to take, but you made it.
He had 13 points at SMU. He's only had the 1 double-figure effort in the last 8 games in conference play for Baltimore's Matt Abel. turning shot by Renew is good. Malik Renew's got 3 field goals.
Well, he realized Abel was on him, solid defender, but too small to shoot, like shooting over a chair in the paint.
Here's Williams against Donaldson. McNeil scoreless so far here too, Dennis. Williams tried to find Sagne, gets it to him. Musa, and did he travel? He did. So a travel on Musa Sagne. Biggest lead by either team has been 2 points. We're locked up at 15. 8:07 into the first half. Well, we told you it's a busy Saturday in the ACC. Already got a lot of finals. Duke a winner. They beat Clemson by 13 at Cameron. Devils and Tigers kind of muddied it up. Caleb Wilson down indefinitely with the hand injury. Henry Vasar did not play today for Carolina. They're here in Raleigh Tuesday night at 7 on ESPN. And we showing you SMU. They lost at Syracuse today by a point. Virginia Tech lost at home.
That hurt right there.
State.
Yes, that right there is much love I've given Virginia Tech all year long. That's a bad loss.
All right, so Joe Lunardi's got 8 in going into today.
Wow.
Should SMU be nervous?
Yes. Each game here on out is very crucial.
Mustangs going to go home. They get Louisville Tuesday night, 7 o'clock at Moody Coliseum. Will be on ESPN2 for you from Big D. Here's Renew spinning in traffic against Sagne. Into the ball game, Tivo Malovitz. He only shoots 3s. Donaldson on the drive. It rolled off. Uday couldn't finish on the stick back. Oh, and it got deflected away. And here's Miami with a fresh 20. Wolfpack also put Terrence Arsenault in the game. He wears 21. There goes Renew. He scores.
Sometimes you can box out well, but the ball bounces crazy. That was a perfect bounce for Renew as he's going for the rebound to finish that play.
4 field goals, 8 points for the Indiana transfer, Malik Renew, who is from Miami. Played at Montverde Academy before starting his career with the Hoosiers. Here's Arsenault, the Houston transfer to the Texas Tech transfer, Williams. Spot-up jumper from Williams is good. First points for Darian Williams.
He finally got to his rhythm with that dribble once again, Wes, to get that shot to go down for him.
Locked up at 17. Back on the attack. Renew and 1.
Tough shot. You catch the ball on the move. You play through the contact and the concentration as you're looking back to knock it down.
Foul is on Arsenault. It'll be his first. It's the second on the Wolfpack. Renew now has 10 in the ball game. And the 14th best free throw shooter in the ACC at 78% to the line here. To try and give Miami the biggest lead of the ball game for either school. Nope. And Sagne had it, lost it, and it'll stay with Miami. Sagne wants a challenge. I would not waste one there if I'm Will Wade, but I'm not.
No, Will is like, get the rebound.
Sagne just lost it. I mean, that's off him.
Yeah.
I understand that Uday might have touched it, but that's not worth the risk of the challenge, in my opinion. Dovrat has come in the ball game. Noam Dovrat, top of the circle. He is from Israel, also a three-point shooter. Here's, oh yeah, Tivo, you know it's going up there.
Yes, that's what he does.
McNeil the rebound.
Yes.
That's what he does. Here's a 3-ball by Williams off the back iron, and Darian Williams, the #2 3-point shooter in ACC play at 41%, is got just a single 2-point goal here in the first 10 minutes.
But that's not how you normally get your 3-point shot. Wes, I'm not mad at you taking them. Speaking of taking them, True
Washington is back on the floor for Miami.
Welcome back, True, because you're not false on that shot right there, baby, knocking it down. You're not playing a UNC game.
First time in 4 games for True Washington. Had not played the last 3 for Jay Lucas, and there's a carry by Williams that will turn it back over to Miami. So Washington, who averages almost a dozen and 4 points a game, or 4 rebounds a game, hitting a wide open shot here.
Well, what did Jay tell us in shoot around this morning? When True comes in the game, True gonna do what he does. Knock down shots and be a disruptor on the defensive end. So far, he's done that.
To that point, 5th in the ACC at almost 1.9 steals a game. So whatever he does offensively,
it's gravy. Yes, exactly.
Dovrat, Malovitz, Uday, Washington, and Donaldson on the floor now. And here's Malovitz a 3, back rim miss. Arsenal will run it down.
Jay's not mad at that shot. It's a good look.
Wolfpack just 1 of 8 now. Remember, they average 10.7 threes a game. They're second in the ACC behind Louisville. Abel out front, trying to take Malovitz in, scooped it and draws the foul.
Very crafty.
The foul is on Tivo Malovitz from Ivanka Pridunaji in Western Slovakia. It'll be his first and the second on Miami, and a couple of free throws for the Baltimore rookie, Matt Abel.
Well, I liked how he attacked the big fella that time, and real crafty by going to the left hand to get fouled.
Wolfpack shoots 76% in ACC play. That's 4th best. Abel's free throw is good. Don't forget, tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern on ABC and the ESPN app. Women's College Game Day Cruise at the PMAC in Baton Rouge. Biggest game of the night. Number 3 South Carolina, number 6 LSU. It's at 8:30 tonight on ABC and streaming live on the ESPN app. 3 points for Abel, who comes in averaging 8 and 4 rebounds in league play. And he's got 4 here in this first half. And NC State to within 3 of Miami, who uses Noam Dovrat to bring it into the front court. And Copeland got a hand in there. The steals leader in the ACC, or one of the better guys in steals. And inside, Renew couldn't finish it, and Uday fouled by Abel.
Good foul by Abel, but Renew going to the basket. Lubin, big time contest at the rim. Look at Lubin right here. Big time block shot without fouling. And you give Matt Abel a lot of credit. Get in there with the big fellas. See if Uday can knock down some free throws.
So here is Ernest Uday Jr. at the free throw line. First one is no good. Rolled around and popped out. Now Ernest Uday has had some success at the free throw line in ACC play. And there is the shooting coach for Ernest Uday. Veteran college basketball assistant Charlton Young. Now look at this.
He's locked in now. He's locked in now.
And now all of a sudden there's a bit of a blood issue here. So Ron Cooper is the basketball trainer for NC State, and he's got to rebandage Van Allen Lubin. But CY has got Ernest Uday. It's, what is it, balance?
Balance and consistency. So that's why I say, Coach, why non-conference versus conference play? It's a different focus. I said, come on, Coach. You need your big fella. And that's what's so impressive this year, him being able to make free throws in crucial times. So now you're not a liability late ball game situations.
So Charlton Young has spent a lot of time with Ernest Uday, who was shooting 34% at one point this season from the free throw line.
So to go from 34?
He's 50% now, but in ACC play, he's well over 70.
Which is still mind-boggling to me.
I jokingly told Charlton before the game, if you got this figured out, there are a lot of golfers that would like your mental coaching on Uday. Learn to hit the ball in the fairway.
Oh, exactly.
And Charlton Young, by the way, a prolific scorer in his Georgia Southern career.
A bucket.
The legendary Frank Kearns. I still don't know why he hadn't asked you to tutor Uday.
Look, he's locked in. Look, he's locked in. There you go. You see a little jump like, yes, there we go.
First point for Uday. One of the great stories of this Miami team is Uday's free throw shooting, believe it or not. You take December, it was brutal. Here's Copeland, spun out on a jump shot from the middle of the lane. 4-point lead for the Canes and the basketball. Boy, this is fiercely contested like that. Holloman, the steal of the pass for Renew. Everything is contested. 3 turnovers from Miami. Abel! He's almost in Jay Lucas's pocket. Packed to within one in the building. Got a little vibe on that.
Oh, yes.
Arsenault trying to keep Reneau in front of him. And it's going to be the second on Copeland. It'll be 2 on Quadir Copeland, 4 on NC State. Matt Abel, the freshman from Baltimore, on the Holloman look.
Sometimes you just got to make the extra pass, a little fake, shoot the ball with confidence, leave it, splash.
All right, Zubin, thanks. How about my man Malcolm Huckabee riding shotgun with Zubin today? Come on. Yep.
Get it done, baby. Let's get it done.
You could have played with Huckabee now. He'd have gotten you the rock.
He'd have got us in?
Oh, yeah. He'd have put it in your hands. NC State just 2 of 9 from 3. Miami 1 of 7. Miami's already doing some work on the glass, though, offensively, 3D.
They're beating them up, more aggressive.
They're +8 in the total number on rebounds and the ball here. 1-point lead, 7.5 to go. Deflected Arsenault, and Clarence Armstrong says it's going to stay with Miami with 8 to shoot. Canes are 45.5%. NC State's 50% here in the first half. There goes Donaldson, feeds Henderson in traffic. Tough shot, got the roll.
Wow. I mean, the concentration through the traffic, that's a big-time shot by Henderson.
Yep. 5 for Henderson. Miami back to a 3-point edge. Abel, the big 3 a moment ago for the Pack. There goes Abel on the drive, and Lubin, the stuff follow. 6 for Van Allen Lubin.
Well, Lubin's smart. Every time Uday leaves to go block the shot, he just follows him, and the ball bounces right to him for the finish.
Yep. Back to a 1-point game. Reneau, lots of dribbling, tough shot against Darian Williams, well short.
Oh yeah, that's big time defense, being physical without fouling.
Arsenault slashing through traffic with the right hand, the Wolfpack in front.
Sometimes you have to keep your dribble alive. You get to the paint, play off 2 feet. Nice little baby hook.
Arsenault has played a little bit more in the last half dozen games, 15 minutes or more in 5 of the last 6, but Will Wade needs him to score too.
That means Will Wade trusts him, giving him more minutes.
Reneau against Abel. And lowered the shoulder, went to the ground. Somehow Henderson got it scooped up and stuffs it home. He's got 7 on his 3rd field goal, does the freshman from Houston.
Miami dodged the bullet on that, Wes. Not good spacing, but Reneau saves the ball and backdoor cut for Henderson for the dunk.
Miami back in front. Williams bounds away from 3. Donaldson digs, drives, had it blocked. That was Lubin, I think.
Well, it's a big time by Lubin once again. Trey Donaldson had him in jail for a minute. Lubin stayed patient and blocked the shot.
Abel a 3.
Bang. Swing, ready to shoot it. Knocks it down.
Second double-figure game in the last 9 for Matt Abel is in the first half. Inside 5 to go. Wolfpack by 2 again. Henderson got the roll.
Oh, I love it. Henderson didn't wait for the double team to come. He attacked the paint real quick, shooting over a chair again.
8 ties and 10 lead changes in the first half. What a contest this has turned out to be. That got blocked away by Reneau.
Get that shot out of here, little fella. Well, right here, good job by Lubin without fouling. And then you get out and run. Holloman, kick it to the corner. Splash, Abel, back-to-back 3s.
Dennis, we talk about some games where every shot is contested. Everything is being contested here.
All
I mean, that shot by Abel is easily the most open shot that's occurred in this first 20 minutes. Here goes Williams. And whose foot did that hit? Matt Potter said it's off NC State. 4th turnover on the Wolfpack with 4:21 to play.
Well, to your point, Wes, the intensity, paying attention to details in Hurley in this first half is huge.
Both Will Wade and Jay Lucas said today, you don't have to say anything to our team about the game.
Yes.
They all know what's at stake they all see the standings, the phones, the Joe Lenardi, the brackets, all the projections. They know more today. You don't have to say anything. And they're playing like they know. Henderson. Malovitz off to Donaldson with 9 to shoot, and Holloman right there with Abel. Uday tried to help with a screen, and they're going to call the foul on Holloman. Trey Holloman's first. That is 5 on the Wolfpack. Timeout in Raleigh. Inside 4 to go. Locked up at 29.
Malcolm and Zubin coming up at the half. You got to hand it to Duke. Carolina wins shorthanded in advance of NC State coming up on Tuesday. And a game that had 7 ejections. Wait till you see what happened. What are we seeing here in the first?
Miami doing a great job attacking the paint. 22 of their 29 in the paint. And Matt Abel really doing a nice job for this NC State squad.
Just another great freshman that's all over the sport this season. Guys, we'll see you at the half.
All right, Zubin. Thank you very much. And that's what Debbie was talking about when we were in Miami Tuesday night. You know about Boozer, you know about Caleb Wilson. Michael Brown went off the other night, of course, against NC State. But it's the Shelton Hendersons, it's the Matt Abels. It's maybe Derek Dixon at Carolina now who's going to take on more responsibility. That's the fascinating part about the impact of the rookies. And you could argue that the ACC has more depth in that particular area than most realize behind the 2 or 3 that are getting a lot of the run up front in Brown, Wilson, and Boozer.
And that's the beauty about the league, how it's changed just in 1 year.
Because this guy right here looks like a handful, and there's a foul called on the Wolfpack, and 2 free throws coming on the McNeil foul, which will be his first, and that is 6 now on the Pack. And Will Wade, you can tell, is not amused with the whistle.
Hold on, you mean 2 hands full?
Yeah,
no, he's not a handful. He's 2 hands full.
Shelton Henderson is listed at
yes, come on,
6'6", 240.
Good gracious. 6% body fat, Debbie told us.
And has added 16 pounds of lean muscle. Free throw no good. Don't forget, we got an ABC doubleheader of women's basketball for you tomorrow. We'll start at Cameron with number 21 Carolina and number 11 Duke at 1, and then pivot to the SEC where Texas and Tennessee take over at 3. On ABC and the ESPN app, you saw ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips, who's here.
I wonder what story he was telling.
NC State Chancellor Kevin Howell he was visiting with.
I wonder what he was telling.
That was his constituency, as they say in this part of the country. Van Allen Lubin on the drive against Renew with a right hand and 1. Foul on Renew, his first, 3rd against Miami 3D.
When we had NC State at Clemson, watch how he takes his time. Double team's not coming. Good footwork, finish the play. At that Clemson game after they just lost to Georgia Tech, I said, Will, how come you don't feature the big fella a little bit more? He's solid down low, and that play right there proved it.
And the and 1 is good for Lubin. Largest lead now for the Wolfpack of 3, 32-29. True Washington on the floor for the first time in 4 games. Already knocked down a 3 for Jay Lucas. Spot up 2, block McNeil. Renew recovers, up strong on Lubin, scores. 11 or 12 now for Malik Renew on 6 field goals. He and Henderson have combined for 21 of Miami's 31 in this first half. Holloman, Abel, McNeil, Lubin, and Williams on the floor. Darian Williams has just a 2-point goal. What is Abel doing?
Oh, that's just filthy right there. You see, I got a big guy guarding me. I'm putting him on the floor. First time I get fouled, get to the free throw line. I've knocked down 2 threes. Now I'm going to do the one-hand floater off the glass.
He's got 12. What a nice spark for Will Wade. Here's Renew. It got blocked. He recovers inside and scores again.
Yeah, good second effort by Renew. Big time block by Williams.
14 now for Malik Renew. And Holloman against Donaldson. .12 to shoot. Holloman thought about slipping, gets into traffic off the screen. Couldn't finish it. Donaldson for true Washington to the basket, blocked by Abel. Pack wants to run. Williams for Holloman. All the way through. Darian Williams.
That's the three that Darian Williams makes. Good dribble drive, baseline drive by Holloman. Finds three-point shooter in the corner, wide open.
30-second timeout at the Miami bench. Darian Williams gives NC State their biggest lead. .95 seconds to go. Momentum belongs to the Wolfpack here.
Well, big time block right here. Oh, that's Abel. I thought it was Williams, so correct myself. Williams pushes it, but Holloman keeps the dribble alive. I like this three-pointer by Darian Williams. Feet are set, ready to shoot the ball. You shoot it with confidence.
So the senior transfer from Texas Tech, who started his college career at Nevada, out of Sacramento, California, has given the Wolfpack its largest lead of this first half. Crowd at Lenovo Center on its feet now. Renew with 10 to shoot, well out. Holloman trying to stay with him. He'll spin back into the lane. An easy bucket now. 16 first half points for Malik Renew.
Let's call it a dance two-step. You take two one way, you rotate with the body, good footwork to the other way, and you use the other hand to finish the play.
Under a minute to go in the Wolfpack with a 2-point edge, and Holloman, who runs the offense because Copeland's on the bench with a couple of fouls. And there goes Holloman through again, and he's going to draw a foul. And foul is going to be on Trey Donaldson. His first, 4 on Miami. And Holloman's going to get the free throw line, who's 80% on the year. NC State's won 8 of its last 10 games against the Atlantic Coast Conference. They are 3-2 against the league in this building. And you see the last 5 for Trey Holloman at almost 13 points a game. First of the 2 is good. First point for Holloman. Starting for the 8th straight time today for Will Wade. Paul McNeil comes out of the lineup. Terrence Arsenault's come back in here for the final 49.7. Second and good for Holloman.
It's his defensive lineup to finish out the half.
Donaldson trying to find a crease all the way down and tapped home by Henderson.
Oh, I love the aggressive spirit by Donaldson. NC State fell asleep. Now Uday with the tip in because 3 guys tried to block that layup.
That Uday or Henderson? They give it to Henderson. He's got 11. Yep. 5th field goal. 2-point lead. Shot clock got about a 8-second differential. Abel a triple. Why not? Matt Abel. My goodness. Dennis, he's got 15. He's already got an ACC season high here in the first half.
He came off that pin down, should I say stagger screen with a purpose and knocks it down with confidence.
What a half by the freshman Abel.
Oh,
and
good defense
by Williams. He'll throw it up at the horn and just short. Darian Williams stripped it from Trey Donaldson and almost threw it in from beyond the timeline.
Well, the intensity picked up in a major way, and it gets a little chippy here to finish up the half, Wes.
What a run to the half by NC State. Wolfpack made 4 of their last 5. They lead Miami 42-37. Off we go. Here's Malcolm Huckabee with Zubin Mehenti.
Guys, thank you very much as we welcome you inside the halftime report on this special day with plenty of love coming up 3 days from now. Matt Abel, Malcolm played with his pops.
His pops couldn't shoot it like that.
What a big Saturday in the ACC. You're watching the Atlantic Coast Conference on ESPN. We welcome you back to Raleigh and Lenovo Center. Terrific environment for the only regular season meeting between NC State and Miami. Wolfpack leads 42-37 as they get ready to start the second half. Great to be with Dennis Scott, West Durham. Delighted to have you with us. Well, Miami got 27 of their 37 from 2 players. Paul McNeil, who's been terrific, went scoreless for NC State. Quadir Copeland, who's been terrific for NC State, wasn't even on the floor about the last 5.5 minutes of the opening frame. And yet we got a whale of a ball game here 3 deep because Malik Renew has been sensational for Miami.
Well, sometimes you have to go to your go-to guy who's still learning how to be in that role. But guess what? What better time than on the road here at NC State to remind everybody how good you are, how patient you are, and how you like to attack the paint, play off 2 feet, getting extra rebounds. And one last thing is not being sped up. This play right here, I just love it. 2-step one way, 2-step the other way, and finish. And then you go to the bench for NC State. Matt Abel came off the bench on fire. Back-to-back threes, drawn kick by Holloman, corner 3. And then this little angle floater off the glass was huge. And then coming off the stagger screen, bang.
Maybe he was watching that ABA documentary that's out. With a little George Gervin for the
Oh, that was nice with the finger roll.
That's it. So away we go, half 2. Henderson on a quick dump, Renew the catch, and contested at the rim by the Wolfpack.
Wow, big time block. I think Lubin got a piece of that again.
Boy, Ben Allen Lubin, he's been a little bit of the secret sauce here for Will Wade. Copeland, limited in the first half, late especially with the fouls. Here's Williams. Remember, he got going late in the half with the 3 from the corner. McNeil still has been shut out from a scoring perspective here. 3 away, not anymore. Oh man, that was a Dennis Scott type move to get the shot.
That's a timely 3 too. I thought Miami was playing good half-court defense, better offense.
100 3-pointer of the year for Rockingham, North Carolina sophomore Paul McNeil Jr. 8-point lead, largest of the afternoon for the Wolfpack. Miami tries to answer. Henderson doesn't get the roll. Williams hit the deck, tried to make the save. Look at this scrap. Allen, now Donaldson, and Renew a 3. There's the answer from the Canes.
Well, anytime Renew can set his feet and take his time, he's a solid 3-point shooter.
19 for Malik Renew, who's had 20 or more in 4 of his last 5. Ball got knocked away. They're going to scrap for it. Henderson's come up with the Wolfpack turnover, and a timeout called by Miami after the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes you got to use your dribble to create a little space. Henderson, pretty good defense. Better offense by McNeil with the big 3. And on the other side, have a cup of coffee, take your time, Renew. Yes, you can knock down those 3s all night long with no rotation from the defense.
Early break in the second half in Raleigh. NC State by 5. Well, our game summary of the first half, 8 ties, 10 lead changes. NC State's already added to the advantage, but Renew answered with a 3. Abel on the bench here, and you see he's already got a season, or tied his career high with 15 in this first half. He's already got an ACC high with the 15. He had 13 in the win at SMU. We thought this had a chance to be like this, Dennis. So far, it's delivered. Everything being contested.
Good hand by Copeland.
Right there.
Yes. And let's give Jay Lucas a lot of credit. When you put Renew at the elbow, it's hard to double from there.
Right.
So now you got more room to operate. When you got the low block, now you can double from the wing or the top.
Well, and NC State has kind of counterpunched. It feels like the lineup changes, right?
Yes.
And when they lost Copeland, they let Holloman hold it from a perspective. That time knocked out of bounds. Now NC State think that's off Miami, and Quadir Copeland's asking for a challenge, and you go to the bench.
Here we go.
And Brandon Chambers has got the iPad, and now they want to challenge it. And Will Wade fired off of there. And so Clarence Armstrong.
I just love it, Will. I just love it. That's right. Give it.
Are they going to challenge it? They've already reversed the call. Okay. They talked before.
Yes.
In the midst of the iPad check and everything across
Save
the
your
way.
challenge. Save your challenge.
And Clarence Armstrong.
Tell them how you feel, Clarence. We got it right. Sit down.
Some guy who bought a really expensive ticket decided to challenge Clarence Armstrong. He said, sit down, I got it right. Man, everybody's contesting stuff. We got people in the second row contesting a call.
Good D by the Hurricanes on that one.
Copeland misses the runner. Here's Miami with Donaldson running the offense. My goodness. Spinning on Copeland, fall away. Good. Trey Donaldson.
Tough shot.
Yeah.
I love when Trey gets into the paint and plays off 2 feet. He always gets a good shot off that way.
We have only played 2.5 minutes of the second half. Feels like we've already played 25 minutes. Some kind of game. 3-point advantage. McNeil. Another one. A 3 from out on the left by Paul McNeil Jr.
Love the misdirection action to a little flare screen to the shooter.
Henderson. Now here's Renew against Darian Williams. Trying to force his way in. Goes left hand, scores.
Once again, Jay Lucas, a heck of a job on that mid post. It's hard to double a guy on the mid post, and Renew gets to that paint so quick. Big time move.
Another 3. That one by Williams off the front rim. 4-point lead for the Wolfpack. Renew, by the way, has got 20 or more in the 6th game against the ACC. Dante Allen. Baseline goes Henderson. Just bulls his way to the basket.
Move, get out the way. That's a strong move by Henderson. He just said, get out the way, easy layup. You're not strong enough. Get in the weight room.
13 now for Shelton Henderson. Williams left alone. That had to be a missed assignment, didn't it? He bailed out Miami with the miss. Here's Allen to the basket in a hurry. Dante Allen with 4. And now all of a sudden we're locked up at 48. Look, oh my goodness, Copeland. What a beautiful pass to Darian Williams, just very casually lays in his 3rd field goal.
Well, poor communication, Miami. Half the team was in the zone and half the team was in the man-to-man. That's why the lane was so wide open.
2-point lead now. And Donaldson and Miami back the other way. We'll get a timeout on the next dead ball here in Raleigh. And almost a double team turnover. Here's a kick out 3. Donaldson too strong. Uday the rebound. Donaldson back for Uday. Almost threw it in the basket. Whistle and a foul on the Wolfpack, who contested the lob. The foul is going to be on Williams. It'll be his first, the first of the half on the Pack. And when we come back on Valentine's Day, who needs some love? State by 2.
Welcome back to NC State. We wanted to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. We wanted to give the league some love. Well, Pittsburgh, Georgia Tech, Notre Dame, they need a lot of love at the bottom of the league. But who deserves the most love? Well, I think 2 brand new coaches in Miami need a lot of love. Virginia, Coach Odom done a heck of a job, need a lot of love. And what Coach Purnell's doing with Clemson, he's working with Les. And then, of course, let's give our commissioner. He always needs a hug and some love.
Yeah.
Jim, love you, big guy.
Yep. Commissioner Phillips with the NC State Chancellor Kevin Howell here today. The commissioner got to see a 1/3 of his league, because Duke and Clemson was noon over in Durham as Uday misses the front end. And then Carolina Pitt was a 2 o'clock start, and he was here in Raleigh right as the ball went in the air this afternoon. It helps when the 3 triangle teams hosting sequential time on a Saturday. Uday now 1 for 4.
That's when it hurts. If you're 3 or 4, you're okay. When it's 1 or 4, that hurts.
Yep. Still a 2-point lead for the Wolfpack. Copeland runs the offense for Will Wade, of course, in his first season here in Raleigh. Against Uday. Quadir. Kick out in the corner for Williams. Malovitz is back on the floor. The wearing the 88, if you will. Williams a lean in with 2 on the clock, and I don't know if that was a great look by the Wolfpack.
All right, let's give Miami a lot of credit on defense for that possession.
Donaldson front court against Trey Holloman. Henderson taking his time against McNeil, and Matt Potter will whistle, and that's on McNeil. Second on the sophomore Paul McNeil. 2 on the pack here in the half.
Very impressed each game we watch with Henderson with the ball in his hands. Very impressed.
Yep.
Plays some 4, plays some 3, but Jay feels a lot of confidence of putting the ball in his hand, letting him make good decisions.
He comes out of the game. Malovitz and Altuntas have come into the lineup for Miami. First time here, second half. Altuntas scoreless in the first half. Malovitz also without a point. True Washington scooped and couldn't find it. Rattled off the back. Copeland the rebound. Here's Darian Williams in the pack in the front court. State by 2. McNeil launches and hits.
Come on, man. Come on. You know, I love my guy with his confidence. First half being patient, don't get shots. Now he's 3 for 3 from downtown.
Paul McNeil is 3D in here in the second half. That's all he's doing is 3D, and there's Henderson on the answer.
And Henderson, I got to give you some more love once again. Keeping your dribble alive. I mean, you look like a 4-man, but you're moving and grooving like a 2-man.
Yeah. Knows where he's going with it, too. Miami kind of creasing the zone. McNeil again. Back rim miss.
I'm not mad at that. That's a heat check.
3-point game. I knew you wouldn't be. I don't know how Will Wade feels as Trey Donaldson scores easily at the other end. 8 for Donaldson now. 4 in each frame. Canes to within 1.
Tempo starting to pick up a little bit here, partner.
Yep. Copeland, foul line Williams. Back for Quadir Copeland. Williams, nice pass. Lubin, and a foul on Malovitz. Foul on Thibaut Malovitz.
Sometimes you can be patient, but you still got to remember who you are. A little escape dribble, good defense, better offense by the shooter. And then Henderson, I'll say it again, you're built like a 4-man, but you're moving and grooving like a 2-man. And then Donaldson strong to the hole, finishing. Hey, the tempo is really picking up here in the second half.
Yep, Ben Allen Lubin to the line, 71% on the year. He's hit his only free throw of the afternoon. And misses that. Quick reminder to you, Thursday night, ACC Network. Women's doubleheader presented by Ally will start off in Blacksburg. Courtney Banghart, who just picked up her 400th career win, visits Virginia Tech, and then Stanford in Miami. Thursday night on ACC Network, streaming live for you on the ESPN app.
That last little interaction we showed with Will Wade and Copeland, I just love that coaching. That 2 guys can have open conversation. Obviously, they were together at McNeil State.
Yep.
You talked about the interaction yesterday in practice.
Yeah.
It's just great coaching.
Yep. Abel is on the floor now. Matt had a ACC high 15, ties his career high in the first half, featuring 3 threes, by the way. Here's Henderson. Wolfpack by 2 at 54-52. Renew. Got 5 already here in the second half. 21 in the ball game. 4 to shoot for Henderson. Squares on Sonia and misses. Long. True Washington the rebound. Able the deflection. He and Donaldson race for it. Miami back on the attack. Donaldson wasting no time. Runner. They crash the glass and a foul. And now we got Copeland. A little what for under the basket here. A foul is called on the shot. And Jay Lucas is brought True Washington to the bench to try and turn his volume down a notch. Foul is on Darian Williams. It'll be his second.
On the follow-up play.
And you see Washington and Copeland kind of.
A little extra. Copeland being a little extra.
Yep. So here is Trey Donaldson from Tallahassee. Trey Donaldson was a part of an SEC title at Auburn and a Michigan title in the Big Ten. And the free throw is good. He's now got 9 in the ball game. And you see Copeland for NC State. Donaldson had 104 career games under his belt in his college career when he arrived at Coral Gables. 6.5. Game tied at 54 on our 10th tie. 10 ties, 10 lead changes. McNeil zoned by the Canes here. 3D
1-3-1 zone. Then it
they hold to it.
Yeah, and then switches to a 2-3 matchup.
Copeland kick out for Williams. Where's Abel? Williams tried to fire it to Sagne. Turned it over. Tied at 8 minutes into the second half. Renew into traffic, and that's a foul on Moussa Sagne. The freshman from the Gambia. His first. 4 on the Wolfpack. Timeout in Raleigh in a big game in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Well, the Big Hoop Saturday is just getting started. Look at the triple header tonight on ESPN. We'll send you out to McHale Center at 6:30 for Arizona and Texas Tech. And then Arkansas welcomes Auburn to Fayetteville. And then the night is capped off. My man Roxy Bernstein gets number 12 Gonzaga at Santa Clara. And the former Wolfpack head coach Herb Sendek leading the Bronx. There's Joe Lenardi. He's got Jay Lucas in Miami penciled in as a 10 seed. ESPN Analytics says with a win today, Miami's a 91% chance for the NCAA tournament. Renew spinning back with the right hand, and Sagne defended it well enough to force the miss. Now Will Wade was lighting a fire on his team during the timeout. Let's see how the Wolfpack responds offensively.
Oh, they got a piece of his mind on that timeout. That's for sure.
Is that what you call it?
I'm being nice. I'm being nice on that.
Sound like more than a piece.
There you go.
McNeil step back, and that's a 2. Matt Potter says it's a 2 for McNeil, who's got 11 now.
That's 4 for 4 now in the second half, right? 3 threes and a 2.
Here's Donaldson to fall away to answer.
Come on, Donaldson. Every time he's gone to 2 feet in the paint, something good has happened for him in the Miami Hurricanes.
Tied at 56. We're 9 minutes old here in half 2. Copeland's got Abel, McNeil on the perimeter, Arsenault and Sagne essentially are the bigs, if you will. Here's McNeil. Oh, he dumped it to Abel. 3-man to a 3-man, and Abel could not cash it.
I know Abel didn't make it. That's just big-time, unselfish basketball. McNeil's made 4 in a row. He could have shot. He makes the extra pass. Abel just missed it.
20 to shoot. Donaldson got caught in the air, almost turned it over. Bailed out to Washington. He got stripped by Copeland. Last touch, Washington. True. It's the 6th turnover by Miami. Here's the playmaking.
Yeah, McNeil with the step back. Right toe on the line, so only a 2. And then Donaldson, every time off 2 feet, something good has happened all night long.
Yep. Trey Donaldson.
Tough.
There he is.
Oh, man, tough.
Kind of guy you want on your team, and you hate if the other guy's got him, right?
That's it. Plays the right way, plays for his teammates, willing to make the extra pass.
Here's Arsenault. Uday's come back on the floor now for the Canes. Here's Holloman. On the drive, took the contact, couldn't finish it. Sagne, the rebound, kick for Abel. Nope. Rebound for Renew. Here's Renew off the pass from Henderson. What a shot.
I just love
7.5, 23 now for Malik Renew.
You notice how they give it to him on the move. Now you're putting the defense on their heels. Spin move, another big time finish.
Miami in front on the layup. Here's McNeil trying to get the lead back.
The streaky guy, 5 in a row. Keep feeding him.
59-58. 12th lead change of the ball game. Henderson. Fall away. Nope. Uday almost threw it away. Here's Washington. On the drive. Tapped around, and it drops in.
Yeah, good second effort by Washington tipping that in. But NC State was playing good defense outside the last couple seconds.
So Miami ties the ball game on the tap in by Washington. Or puts Miami back in front, I should say, by a point. Here's Holloman. Donaldson went down. Holloman going to drive. Kick for Abel. McNeil, another one. Spins out.
This place is ready to erupt.
Oh, yeah.
It was ready to erupt if he'd have made that one.
They know what his calling card is. Here's Henderson right by McNeil. Couldn't finish. They crashed the glass. Sagne did a good job keeping Uday at bay.
Yes, got to be physical with the big fella.
Abel. Floater.
That's the shot he made early in the first half to get him going. The little short floater.
Career high for Abel now with 17. Now they're just exchanging the lead on each possession, it feels like. Henderson puts Miami right back in front.
Come on, partner. That's going straight down the lane. Just carrying people with him. I'll say it again in case you just tuned in. That's a 4-man playing like a 2-man.
Yep. Here's Abel at the foul line. Now to McNeil. Boy, Donaldson's right there.
Yeah, took his airspace right away.
Renew out against Holloman. Trail take by him on the bounce, throw it up on the glass. Sagne the rebound, saves it. Here's Arsenault fighting back. He got into traffic and fouled. Couple of free throws coming for Terrence Arsenault. The foul is on Malik Renew. It'll be his second. 2 on Miami. Canes by 1 in Raleigh. We continue in a moment. Well, there's so many storylines involving the ACC this year. The one that is starting to now develop, Dennis, is these first-year head coaches. They replaced guys who did phenomenal work. Jay Lucas posted the first win against a ranked team in 2 years for Miami the other night. Will Wade has reinvigorated Raleigh with what he's done at NC State. Ryan Odom. And then how about Luke Laus? Florida State may be slow to burn, but they poured it on today. Knowles knocked down 12 threes and won big at Virginia Tech. They won by 23 at the Castle today.
Each coach has a plan. Some might not like it right away, like in Florida State's case, shooting all the threes. They're figuring it out. Jay has a plan. No excuses. Going to the portal, get right guys. Will Wade has a plan. And that's what you love about the first-year coaches.
Arsenault at the line. We told you going to break. The foul was on Malik Renew. It was changed to True Washington during the timeout. So True Washington, not Renew. Renew has 1 foul. Washington has his first. After the mark a moment ago, Arsenault, by the way, hits both free throws. He's got 4 in the game, 2 in each half, and NC State's back in front. .720 to play. Kicked into the corner, and a 3-ball from Washington rattles in, and True talks to the Wolfpack partisans coming back up the floor.
Once again, poor communication. They were in a matchup zone. Washington does an excellent job running the baseline. No one talked. Wide open 3.
17 lead changes.
Here we go again. 2-3 to a matchup man-to-man.
Arsenault with Donaldson chasing him. He'll try and split the defense and then threw it away, trying to dump it to Lubin. Miami front court under 7 to play. Canes by 2. Donaldson fighting through, traveled. Isaac Barnett, the turnover on the Canes, they're 7.
Watch this, Wes. So you're in the 2-3 zone. Watch Copeland. Copeland's in no man's land right now. Then he steps up to Renew. Washington does an excellent job. No communication on the backside. Big time pass. Knocked down too late rotation.
Arsenault goes out. Williams is back. Paul McNeil's sitting over on the Wolfpack bench too, so Abel stays on the floor. Copeland, Holloman, Lubin, Williams, and the rookie Abel. Copeland left open, that's a 3. Uday the rebound in front of Van Allen Lubin.
Coach Wade has to make a tough decision coming here down the stretch. Do you go with Holloman or do you go with Abel and McNeil and move Copeland to the point? Because they want Copeland to shoot the ball. There's a reason you're wide open.
He hit one early, has not hit one since, it feels like, right?
Yep, and as Allen knocks down a nice little bunny off the glass. But to tell people at home, there's a reason you're open. You're not going to leave Abel open. You're not going to leave McNeil open. So Copeland's the odd man out.
Miami a 4-point lead on Dante Allen's third field goal.
That's what you do, Copeland. You attack the paint, drop it off for an easy pass for Lubin.
Dozen now for Ben Allen Lubin on 5 field goals.
Copeland, your defense, your intensity, and playmaking.
Kane still with a 2-point lead. And Copeland knocked the ball away from Renew, and here goes the scrum. And Williams and Donaldson, and now we got benches kind of emptying here a little bit, although NC State's players have stayed in place. And Darian Williams is up on his feet. Copeland talking with Matt Potter, the umpire. And the crowd saw the Miami bench, since it happened closer to the Kane side of the floor, kind of pour out a little bit. So the partisans think a technical foul's coming here. We get another look at this.
Under review.
Well, right here to come off. Good hustle by Copeland. Renew fighting. Donaldson's fighting. Everything looks.
And then you had Williams and Donaldson start to scrum. Matt Potter deserves a ton of credit here.
Matt. Come on, man. That's big time officiating right there, diving in there. So everything's clean right there. You're hustling.
That's a held ball.
So right there, in my opinion, Williams kind of overreacts and get Donaldson off of him, and that's when the scrimmage gets out of hand.
Yep. So, do we have just a held ball with alternating possession belonging to the Wolfpack here, or do we have more?
I think it may be a little bit more, but let's give our crew a chance to figure this out, because we're at a great point in the ball game, 2-point game, 5:44 left.
And remember, the statement made at the table was the previous play is under review. That's correct. All that was said.
Correct. Correct. But once again, you're with Matt. I mean, I know a lot of times as fans, you're hard on the referees for certain calls, but that's a big-time move for Matt to dive in there in the scrum with grown men to stop it so it don't get escalated any further. Big time for Matt.
Totally agree. Matt Potter with Clarence Armstrong. Isaac Barnett is our crew here today in Raleigh, as assigned by the Atlantic Coast Conference. You see the circumstance with the ball game, 2-point game. NC State would have possession, so if a held ball is called, it will belong to the Wolfpack. And Darian Williams and Quadir Copeland were the two Wolfpack players in the fray here. So Potter and Armstrong and Barnett talked this over. It could be as simple as held ball. Possession would then go to the Wolfpack, or it could be a foul, could be an array of things depending on what they saw at the monitor. So there, Matt Potter to the Miami bench and Clarence Armstrong to the NC State bench to talk to the coaches.
So right there, Williams is.
I don't think nobody left the Miami bench per se. So Darian Williams has been assessed a technical foul. So Darian Williams is being ticketed for the technical, which would be his third foul. It's 5 on NC State as a team foul. Will Wade's not happy. He thinks there was a punch-counterpunch involved here.
What film are you watching? Are we all watching the same film? It's a fair skirmish. Copeland does an excellent job fighting for the ball. Everyone's on top of each other. Williams did kind of kick Donaldson off of him. That's the tape, people. And I understand you want to root for your team. Watch. Everything's fair game right here. It's fair game. Donaldson moves his arm, and then that's it. There's nothing else. They got it right. Let's play basketball now.
Yep. So Trey Donaldson to the line. Miami with the 2-point lead. First one by Donaldson is good. He's 3 for 3 at the line. So Darian Williams has 3 fouls. State 5 as a team. Miami's only been ticketed for 2 fouls. Nobody with more than 2 at Jay Lucas's bench. And Donaldson has quietly got 10.5 now and 14 in the ball game, and the Canes get the ball. So it's a 4-point game. And Will Wade wants a word with Clarence Armstrong before things.
He thought the jump ball, they should have got the possession, but the technical foul was non-void. Right. Miami gets the ball.
So Miami now, after the technical foul on Williams, the basketball for the Canes. Here's Donaldson in traffic, floater, too strong, rebounded Lubin. McNeil's back on the floor for the Pack with Abel now. Holloman's gone to the bench. Here's Williams on the drive, off the window and in. 9 now for Darian Williams. State to within 2.
Big time stop, big time play by Williams. This crowd's into the ball game now.
Renew against Williams. Remember, he's playing with 3 fouls. Lubin trying to help. 10 to shoot. Washington spots for 3. Allen, the follow, wouldn't go. And a foul called on the Wolfpack.
Well, like Williams responds after a tough technical foul. Attack your man, get to the paint. Big time finish.
Second foul on the freshman, Matt Abel. Dante Allen will go to the free throw line. First trip today, 62%. And 2 shots for Allen on the 6th foul against NC State. First one no good. Miami is in a 2-point game with 17 offensive rebounds today.
Man, well, let's let our viewers know why this crowd's going crazy. If you miss 2 free throws in a row late game, you get some Chick-fil-A. Everybody's hungry on Valentine's Day. Oh, let's go get some Chick-fil-A, Wes. I'm hungry. I'll give a lemonade on me, baby.
The lob for Lubin against Uday for the tie. And 1.
Come on. We got Chick-fil-A, we got lemonade, and we got Lubin at the basket. The old-fashioned way.
First foul of the afternoon on Ernest Uday Jr.
Under control. Used the rim nicely. Just a big-time finish late in the game to get this crowd going.
Tied at 69 now with 4:34 to play. And Holloman is coming back for Matt Abel in the Wolfpack lineup. You think Will Wade swaps offense for defense the rest of the way if he can?
And this is where I have mixed feelings with that. Abel's playing well. He's being solid on the defensive end. He's making shots. You cannot leave him on the weak side of the floor. Now, Holloman, give him credit. Great ball pressure, picking up 94 feet, so I understand what Will Wade's doing.
Wolfpack in front on the 18th lead change. Henderson driving against Lubin, stolen by Holloman. Here's Copeland all the way down. And he'll bring it back out. Quadir on the drive. took the contact. He'll get a couple of free throws. Foul is on True Washington, the junior from Phoenix. His second, it's the fourth on Miami in the half.
Well, the best part about that play, Wes, Copeland under control, bring it back out to the top. Uday was on McNeil. You come set a screen, miscommunication, attack the paint, you get fouled.
Quadir Copeland, who is scoreless in the second half, has just 9 this afternoon. Makes it 71-69. Double figures now for Copeland. In conference play, he leads the league in assists and steals at 8 assists and 2.3 steals a game. 3-point lead for the Pack, just ahead of 4 to go in Raleigh. A lot at stake here today with the Pack and Canes. NC State on a 7-0 run since the technical foul. And the Lenovo Center is up for grabs. 3-point lead for the Pack when we come back. Hey, Zubin, thanks. The last time, by the way, the Rebels and Bulldogs got together in the SEC, Josh Hubbard had like 3 straight looks at the glass to beat Ole Miss.
That's right.
And Chris Beard's Rebels held on. If they replicate that tonight in Oxford, that'll make the papers.
Yes.
I tell you what, it's going to make the papers. This one right here is definitely going to make the papers.
This is in the books.
3-point lead for the Wolfpack. Inside of 4 to go in Raleigh. What a show this has been. Henderson against McNeil, who's back on the floor with Holloman here, by the way. Abel has gone to the state bench. Renew against Lubin. 3 to shoot. Malik out of traffic. Washington, no. Renew battled and lost it over the end line last touch. Renew wanted a foul on Villa and Lubin. Matt Potter did not offer. You like Washington alone?
Well, that time he was stuck because the shot clock was going down.
30% three-point shooter.
If it was 5 seconds on the shot clock, take a dribble and drive it. It was only 3 seconds on the shot clock, so we will let him off the hook on that one.
Feels like a big possession in the ball game, 3D.
Huge.
McNeil gave it back to Copeland with 10. Quadir feeds Van Allen. Lubin, it got rejected by Uday.
Oh, get that shot out of here.
Henderson for Uday. Or beg your pardon, Renew, and a held ball. Holloman got in, forced the tie-up, and possession belongs to the Wolfpack. Back to the shot at the Wolfpack goal a moment ago.
Well, Copeland, you're doing what you do best. Attack the paint, drop it off, but Uday said, not today. Get that shot out of here. To your other point, partner, now Abel's back. So you have Abel and McNeil, 2 shooters in the corner. Now Copeland can break down the defense and create.
Working against Washington, who's their best defender. And Copeland inside went too far. McNeil comes out of there with it, and there's a foul on Miami.
Now,
Quadir Copeland drove the ball too far.
Yes, what Copeland has to understand, and even Coach Will Wade has to understand, they want Copeland to be a scorer down the stretch. His superpower is bringing the defense and creating for 3-point shots. Now they're making him a scorer down the stretch.
Jay Lucas had some terrific insight on Will Wade's team today. And talking about Quadir Copeland, he said he produces 67% of their offense from a scoring perspective when he's in the ball game. Not just his scoring, but his ability to distribute the scoring with assists and so forth.
Yes, that's the superpower.
Here's Williams. Donaldson turned him loose, and Darian Williams scored.
Well, we called that pull in the chair, but that time he didn't fall. He laid it in.
And Darian Williams and the Wolfpack have taken a 5-point lead with 2.5 to go. Look at this, 3D.
Well, you play a little defense. You try to get trickery with Donaldson. Williams said, not tonight. Big-time layup down the stretch.
Back with Dennis Scott, West Durham and Raleigh. Darian Williams, who had a technical foul called on him with a scrum in the middle of the floor near the scorer's table. Miami got the free throws, couldn't score much after that. NC State has been on a tear. It's a 9-0 run since the technical foul for the Wolfpack. who went from 5 down to up 5 with 2:32 to go here in Raleigh.
It's my favorite part of the game now for Donaldson. Good decision making on the offensive end, and can the Canes get the quality stops?
Holloman stays in the ball game to defend Donaldson. He'll take off, runner with a right hand off the window, Lubin the rebound. Puts it in Holloman's hands. He's an 80% free throw shooter. And now Copeland will run this offense at distance as we go inside of 2 minutes in Raleigh. Screen for Copeland. Tried to shovel it to Lubin, turned it over. Here goes True Washington. And blocked from behind by McNeil.
Love it. McNeil not giving up on a play, hustling back. Yes, get that shot out of here. You don't give up on the play. Look like True Washington gonna lay it in. Love it, the shot blocker.
What a rejection by McNeil. Miami still the possession. Henderson to put it in play. Donaldson. Skip for Henderson. 3 ball from the left. Too strong. Rebound by Williams. 90 seconds to go in Raleigh. Wolfpack by 5. Williams working on Donaldson. Copeland back to Darian Williams with 10 to shoot. Fall away. Tap Lubin. Second try. Third time. The charm.
You called it. Second, third effort.
7-point game. Miami's been scoreless the last 4 minutes. Wolfpack's gone on an 11-0 run. Now in the final minute, Canes can't wait around. There's Renew. And 1.
Well, that time Renew had it on the baseline, so once again, Wes, hard to trap him that deep on the baseline. Guy starts on the wing, gets to the baseline, too late. 3 the old-fashioned way.
4th foul on Darian Williams comes with 52-3 to play. Renew will go to the line. He's got 9.5, 25 in the ball game. And that's the 7th on NC State, so any foul on the Wolfpack will stop the clock here. He's cut it to 5, and a free throw could make it 4. Made it. Dennis, do you start fouling here to try and extend the game with 52.3 to go if you're Miami?
If you can get this stop right here, it makes things a lot better for you. So I wouldn't foul yet.
Wolfpack has been really good at the free throw line. 13 of 14
Got the steal. That's why you don't foul right away. You stay solid.
Here's Allen. 4-point game that got knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Miami. 44.9 to go. Here comes Renew back in the lineup for the Canes. And
they were thinking about it. They're still looking. Holloman was saying they went off a trade. They're working. NC State's bench working as they're still bringing subs. They thought the ball went off of Donaldson's hand.
So Malavitz is coming to the ball game. They take Allen out here, and Uday also goes out. Uday not a great free throw shooter, that's why.
Exactly.
They'll concede the rebounding for the chance to get points here. Henderson in the corner, Renew, that's a 3. And finally Holloman had a run at it. Miami got it back, and Washington scores from in front of the basket.
That's a huge rebound.
Double figures for True Washington. It's a 2-point game with 32 seconds left.
Same thing. Don't foul right away. Stay solid first.
Here's Holloman trying to.
That's why you stay solid.
And a foul is called. Is that on Copeland? It is.
See, partner, that's why in that situation you don't want to foul right away, even though it's only a 2-second difference. You want to stay solid to rush them, speed them up, and you've gotten 2 turnovers. See right here, you don't foul right away. You stay solid. Holloman panics, steal. Back-to-back after free throws for the Hurricanes.
Donaldson a 1-and-1. He's 4 for 4 today. Trey Donaldson's got 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. and he can tie the game if he makes them both. 1-1. No good. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Lubin.
Yeah, Renew and Lubin was fighting for that rebound. I think it did go off Lubin's hand. Get a better angle right here. Yeah, clearly. Yep.
Henderson to put it in play on the baseline right by the basket. Gets it to Donaldson. He'll shoot for the lead. No. Lubin the rebound. Tried to go back to Holloman. It got deflected. Here's the double team again, and a foul on Miami with 17 seconds left. Trey Donaldson was wide open for the three.
And those situations I always tell you, I don't care what the percentages are. That's a wide open shot in 2026 college basketball. You just missed it. That's it. And what I always say, Mr. Make League in this situation right now.
Yes, it is. So Holloman will put it in play. Remember, Miami is not put NC State in the bonus yet. This is just their 16th foul. It was a second on Henderson. 17 seconds left in a terrific ball game in Raleigh. State by 2, and they got a foul, and they do Copeland. Finally, it's Donaldson, and Jay Lucas was shouting for the foul immediately. Took Donaldson a second, 3 in fact, to get it done. So 14 seconds left to go. Don't forget, following us, Ole Miss hosting Mississippi State in the Southeastern Conference. Richard Cross and Richard Hendricks standing by in Oxford. Copeland to the line. He's got 11 in the game. He is 4 of 4 line shooting. And if you're an NC State fan, you want Copeland to make both of these, because I'm not sure anybody wants to see a 3 in the air with the horn go off today.
Sir.
Free throw rattled out. 12 seconds left. Here's Donaldson front court. He'll race it all the way. Lost it out of bounds. It will stay with Miami. 8.1 to go in regulation. And
nope.
Will Wade has already checked the.
He's saying no.
Check the iPad. We're not challenging. And now Jay Lucas wants a timeout. So with 8.1 to go, Dennis, the ball will be on the baseline and belong to Miami.
Dribbling down.
That's Holloman. Or Lubin got it.
Yes,
yep.
yes. No brainer.
All right. If you're Jay Lucas, let's go to the Miami huddle first. Are you going for the tie or the win?
I'm giving the ball to Renew and make him make a great decision. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hand, and I'm letting him go to work, and I'm trusting he's going to make a good decision.
If you're NC State, how's Will Wade lining up his defense here?
I'm doubling him, because every time they've doubled, they've gotten a steal on the flip side of that. So now the cat and mouse game is, who you going to put the ball, whose hands, but you got to trust their decision making, right?
Yeah.
And with Renew, you're going to attack, you're going to get in the paint. You might get a foul in an old-fashioned way, knock down a free throw. So I wouldn't go for the three-point shot. I'm putting the ball in Renew's hand and let him go to work.
You saw the game reset a moment ago. NC State's got 2 timeouts. Miami's now out of timeouts.
And see the free throw shooter from Miami tonight, that scares me.
Yeah, 7 of 17 is Miami at the line. It's been the Achilles for Jay Lucas. And we told you at the top, this is a huge game, not just for kind of where each of these teams is going. The ACC standings, these are the updated standings. You see NC State and Miami. If you're going along with this, the Wolfpack and Virginia play twice. They'll meet again next Saturday in Charlottesville at John Paul Jones Arena. Or I should say a week from Tuesday at John Paul Jones Arena. Miami is in Charlottesville next Saturday after they go home to host Virginia Tech. NC State, if this is not enough, they got Carolina in here Tuesday night.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
You talk about leg play.
And this has been something here today. Henderson will put it in play. They've taken the 4 guys across the floor for Miami. State shows man-to-man. Henderson's trying to get it in bounds. He'll put it up for Renew. Williams challenges. Here's Donaldson. Washington for the lead, and he's fouled with 2.3 left to go. The foul is going to be on Darian Williams. It'll be his 5th.
Let's get a better look at this. Good job, Renew. Donaldson draw, kicks it. Well, you know me as a shooter. Well, old school basketball, we say hands part of the ball, but in new school basketball, that's a foul.
And with 2.3 left, Darian Williams commits his 5th foul. He will foul out of the ball game. And True Washington, who is a 73% free throw shooter, will go to the free throw line. And this is a 3-shot foul for Washington. Crowd didn't think much of the foul. There was contact around the hand by Williams on Washington. Washington has hit 6 of his last 8 free throws. Remember, today is the first time he's playing in 3 ball games. His last action prior to today was late January against Stanford. He was 4 for 4 at the line that day. He's hit 6 of his last 8 in the preceding 3 games. The game clock's been reset to 3.7. 3 shots here for junior True Washington. First one good. 76-75. Will Wade's got 2 timeouts left. Second one is good. This to put Miami in front. And it's good. Washington cold-blooded with 3 free throws.
Ice water in his veins.
And now Will Wade will use one of his 2 timeouts with 3.7 left, and his team down by a point at 77-76. Now, since he's got a timeout left, Dennis, what are his options here?
Well, one of the rules of being able to, the NBA being able to advance the ball right now to half court would be a really nice thing for NC State. That would be a very nice rule to put in. But to your question, I don't know if you want to take that chance with 3.7 to get the ball in and call another timeout, because weird stuff happens.
How far can you get it up the floor? Is that your first priority?
That's what I'm trying to, but we know Jay's not going to. He's going to have a full court press on. He's not going to let you roll the ball up.
Okay.
So that's where you have to get real creative with the ball going towards your basket. There's no more fouls given by Miami, correct?
Yep.
Everybody's shooting right.
Anything now
Everything
is a foul.
goes.
Yep. By the way, Miami's on an 8-0 run in the last 49 seconds.
Wow.
NC State brings Copeland, Abel, McNeil, Holloman, and Lubin back to the floor.
And you know this in college basketball. Who's your best guy to inbound the ball?
Right.
That is key. You have your 2 shooters on the floor.
Uday's out there for Miami.
Lubin, your big guy, maybe for a quick tip, depending on if you decide to take a quick timeout or not.
Allen has come back for Miami with Washington, Donaldson, and Henderson.
Uday on the ball, your 7-footer on the ball.
But Holloman can run the baseline after the free throws. And Isaac Barnett with a word to Ernest Uday Jr. 3.7 left. NC State's got a timeout. Holloman for Abel. Abel heads up floor. He will launch at the horn. No. And Miami wins 77-76. It was Matt Abel who took the inbounds pass. And now Miami comes to Raleigh and picks up their 20th win of the year, their 9th in the ACC. First time in 5 years since they've won in Raleigh. And the Canes get the last 8 points of the game to win in dramatic fashion.
Jay Lucas coached his tail off down the stretch, when to get the ball to Renew, when to attack the paint. The rebounds, I mean, they killed the Wolfpack on the glass tonight. Here in this last play, I'm not actually mad at it, But to your point earlier, maybe you could have used that last timeout because Abel got it at half court with about 2 seconds left. So maybe you do call timeout.
Miami is at home Tuesday night against Virginia Tech. NC State welcomes Carolina here on Tuesday night. You'll see that at 7 o'clock on ESPN. For Dennis Scott, West Durham, Miami 77, NC State 76. Let's go to our college basketball live studios in Zubin Mehenti.
The final, wow. So Miami wins, down 7 with 1 minute to go. It's their best ACC start in a decade. How has head coach Jay Lucas done it? He's joining the fellas right now. All
right, Zubin, thanks very much. 77-76, the final. These things come in all shapes and sizes. It's your opportunity to win them each day.
Yep.
This is some kind of performance. It's a 8-0 run in the last 52 seconds, Jay, by your club to pick up the victory.
Yeah, we kept battling. They stuck with it. You know, one thing about this group, man, they're resilient, and they fight and stick to their identity. 20 offensive rebounds, 56 points in the paint. We just keep chipping away. I'm so proud of them.
Speaking of chipping away, the second half, it seemed like each guy understood, make an extra pass.
Yep.
You got 3 or 4 corner threes down the stretch we did get in the first half.
Yeah, we did. We did a better job of just playing with poise and making the right reads and getting downhill and playing through contact. And it wasn't perfect, but we kept battling.
We said this morning, all the stakes were on the table today.
Yep.
You knew exactly what this was. You didn't have to talk to your team about it. They already know. 19 lead changes and 14 ties.
Yep.
This is some kind of ball game if you don't have a vested interest.
Man, this is the ACC this year.
Yeah.
The ACC, Will Wade's done a great job at North Carolina State, along with a lot of other coaches here in the ACC, and they've made the league, to me, probably the second best league. I'm biased, but I will say it's the second best league. It's right there with the Big Ten and the Big 12, in my opinion, top to bottom. We're a good league.
One thing has never changed in college basketball is having an extension of you, which is your point guard.
Yep.
How big was Donaldson down the stretch?
He was huge. He was huge because he didn't have a great first half. And just to come in the second half and play better and play with poise, make some free throws, get us organized, and he just led the show and ran the team.
Well, as Zubin said, it's your best ACC start in a decade for Miami. Now 9-3, 3 straight wins, 5 of 6, 20-5. And the good news is you get to play Tuesday night.
Yeah, we get to play Tuesday night against another really good team. So we'll enjoy this one for a little bit, but then we'll be right back at it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jay Lucas in Miami with a dramatic come-from-behind win here in Raleigh.
Well said, fellas. Let's just talk about this for 1 second. Down 7 with a minute to go. They win it. They've hit the 20-win mark in year number 1. Just kind of quick takeaways, and then we're going to get you to all the highlights as we're basically a month away from selection.
They're for real. They found a way to win, and Malik Renew was excellent in this game. 26 points. They really had no answer for him, NC State.
Well, the bright spot was I thought Matt Abel played great for NC State off the bench. He had a career high at 17 points. When you go back to that last play on the defensive end, they had 3 guys rush at the basketball. It kind of gave them an open shot.
Big time matchups in the ACC. Talk about big time. Miami, NC State in Raleigh. Miami coming off of the win over the Heels. NC State got blasted by Louisville. Second half, State down 1. Matt Abel, he had a career high 17 points off the bench. State up 1. 5:20 to play. NC State down 4 now. Darian Williams drives, floater's good. Wolfpack within 2 now. Under 5 to go, same score. Dante Allen misses. Quadir Copeland gets the board. Up the floor we go. This is when he's at his best.
Playing in transition, getting the defense on their heels, trying to make the play. This guy, an incredible passer as of late. And then Allen Lumen, just patient. Take your time. Work out, big fella.
He was fouled, made the free throw. So Pack up 1. 2:30 to play. NC State up 3 now. Williams hits that. NC State up 5. They're separating, but not so fast. Final minute, Miami goes crazy. True Washington offensive rebound and the putback cuts the deficit to 2. They had a 20-8 advantage on the offensive boards, 22-10 advantage in second chance points. Then here, 8 seconds down 2. Washington is fouled on the 3.
Yeah, I mean, I like being able to get out there and contest, but you have to do that without fouling. And then True Washington knocking down the big free throws at the end.
All 3 of those free throws go down for True Washington. And Matt Abel just can't get that shot to go there at the end, as good as he was off the bench tonight. So Miami with an 8-0 run in the final 50 seconds of this game to come back from behind to knock off NC State 77-76. After the game, the head coach of the Hurricanes, Jay Lucas, joined the guys courtside.
Yeah, we kept battling. They stuck with it. You know, one thing about this group, man, they're resilient and they fight and stick to their identity. 20 offensive rebounds, 56 points in the paint. We just keep chipping away. I'm so proud of them.
Speaking of chipping away, the second half, it seemed like each guy understood, make an extra pass.
Yep.
You got 3 or 4 corner threes down the stretch we did get in the first half.
Yeah, we did. We did a better job of just playing with poise and making the right reads and getting downhill and playing through contact. And it wasn't perfect, but we kept battling.
We said this morning, all the stakes were on the table today.
Yep.
You knew exactly what this was. You didn't have to talk to your team about it. They already know. 19 lead changes and 14 ties.
Yep.
This is some kind of ball game if you don't have a vested interest.
Man, this is the ACC this year.
Yeah.
The ACC, Will Wade's done a great job at North Carolina State, along with a lot of other coaches here in the ACC, and they've made the league, to me, probably the second best league. I'm biased, but I will say it's the second best league. It's right there with the Big Ten and the Big 12, in my opinion, top to bottom. We're a good league.
What an addition Jay Lucas has been as a head coach here in the ACC. Miami has now hit 20 wins on the season with that come from behind victory. They had 7 wins all of last season. Man, what a week for Miami. You knock off Carolina at home, ranked dub, and then you go into Raleigh and take down NC State in that fashion.
You were just solidifying things. We said it earlier. Moving day in terms of these tournament resumes.
Right.
Jay Lucas, I love the big smile on his face, how fired up these guys are. They are playing great basketball. And I got to tell you, I don't think these guys are close to playing their best basketball. 10 for 20 from the free throw line, and they went 3 for 17 from 3. They come away with the win in this game on 56 points in the paint is outrageous. It wasn't pretty, but they found a way. What a week for Miami basketball.
Yeah, finding a way to win. And Jay Lucas said about the poise. I thought they showed great poise. You give up an 11-0 run, and then all of a sudden the momentum shifts, and now you go on an 8-0 run yourself. And then True Washington, he's been away from the team. They get him back today, and he knocks down 3 free throws to seal the win. You talk about poise. That's poise at its finest. And, again, heck of a week for Miami to be able, knowing that they're on the bubble, and now they've solidified themselves with 2 big wins against 2 teams at the top of the conference.
I think they embody everything their head coach stands for. You heard him there in that post-game interview. Honest and real, and loves this game of basketball and is loving his time down there in Coral Gables. Who wouldn't? At this point, with 3 weeks until the ACC tournament, the race for a double bye is likely down to 7 teams. Only 4 spots are up for grabs, though. Here's your updated standings. Duke is at the top, obviously. They have the inside track, but Virginia, Clemson, Miami, NC State, Louisville, and North Carolina are all still very much in the mix. And as you see with the win over NC State, Miami moves into that 4th spot. So if things ended today, they would have a double bye, which they don't. So that brings us to looking ahead to this next week, midweek and next Saturday. Give me a game that you're looking at this week that could have some real implications when it comes to a double bye.
And then UNC at NC State, right? NC State's going to be a little upset after losing that game, right? UNC, they're going to need to turn some things around and get some more help with Henry Vasar coming back, being healthy. Although they play well against Pitt, they're going to need a better performance against a mad. I mean, Will Wade was mad tonight. He's going to be mad when UNC comes to town in that big game as well.
Yeah, we talk a lot about the Carolina-Duke rivalry naturally, but bring us inside the Carolina-NC State rivalry, Joel.
Yeah, it's one of those.
It's friendly, right?
No, it's not friendly. If you're on that court, you hear some choice words down there that you got to kind of block out. But it's a great place to be. You know, Carolina they're going to go in there and it's going to be a rowdy environment. So without your ringleader, without the one that brings the energy, Carolina is going to have to bring the energy against NC State because it does get a little crazy in there.